Yeah, this is Wario7793. This is a follow-up video to the VOTC collection I showcased on here recently. I don't have too many carded figures left. I sold a bunch of the ones I had because I wanted to just kind of minimize that. I have a bunch of loose figures, but I'm not going to worry about showcasing them. I got way too many to show off. These are some kind of oddball figures that I wanted to keep. I'll go ahead and show them, and I'll describe them a little bit in case you're not familiar with what they are. This first one here I'm going to showcase is from the Star Wars video game Dark Forces, which came out in 1995. It's unofficially called the Dark Trooper Type 3 or Stage 3. But what it really is, it's a character in the game called General Mohc, I think is how you pronounce it, M-O-H-C, in a special suit. It's extremely armored. Whoops, you can see it there. Very armed. He has like a ton of weapons in the video game, and he's very hard to kill too. He also has he also can fly around like a jet with a jetpack similar to Boba Fett. Let me back him up here a little bit. Let's see, they have a little description on the back here of him. I got the video game that this character came from, and I also got the official player's guide, as you can see it there. Now, they show a picture of what he looks like in the game, or what he's supposed to look like. As you can see there, that's the same character. And in the game, he doesn't look quite this detailed. Because it was back in 1995, the game resolution was pretty low, so he was really pixelated looking, but that's basically what he looked like. I had a figure from the series of Dark Forces games called Kyle Katarn. He was kind of like Han Solo. He was a mercenary, and he became a Jedi Knight in the later games. The character in the first game was kind of rough looking. And in the second game, he grew a mustache and he cleaned himself up. And again, he went from carrying around a blaster to a lightsaber. I found an action figure of him, but I didn't care much for the look of it, so I sold that one. He kind of looked like Al Borland from Home Improvement. So I kind of thought, well, they come close, but he looked a little silly. But anyways, there's him. The next ones I'd like to show are what are considered Ralph McQuarrie concept figures. Now, Ralph McQuarrie was the artist that started the whole look of Star Wars. George Lucas created the stories, wrote the storyboards, but he couldn't show what the characters would look like or what the movie would look like until Ralph McQuarrie created these wonderful sketches. This is the concept of what the Stormtrooper look like based on his sketches. As you can see, it's got a blaster, a lightsaber, and a shield, and it looks a little different than the one that was in the movie, which I have this VOTC figure. So if you compare the two, there's slight differences between the look, but not a lot. I'm guessing they probably had the Stormtroopers created thinking they might be part Jedi Knight or part Sith Lord, using the Force or using those lightsabers, but they dropped those and just they only had them equipped with blasters and rifles after that. The next one's Boba Fett. I believe he was conceived about 1978 or 79 for The Empire Strikes Back. He looks really close to the way he looks in the movies, except he's all white, and he has an alternate helmet. I think his backpack's a little different too, if you can see that here. He has a smaller backpack. Can I find it here? A little smaller. Let me bring up the figure of him. I'll do a comparison here. Let me move the Stormtrooper. And then as you can see, they look a little same, very similar in look. And they don't look a lot different. There's slight differences in the armor, and of course more color added. The backpack was changed. He also comes with a flamethrower ball. So, yeah, you could actually do that in the movie if you notice. He's got the flamethrower action there. The other concept figure I have is actually a 2-pack. It's R2-D2 and C-3PO as they were originally created from concept figures. Give me a second. I'm gonna turn off this extra light. Okay, yeah, the glare is from my overlight, so I'm gonna have to be a little careful how I show these. Okay, there's R2-D2 and C-3PO. R2-D2 is kind of rough looking there, as you can see. He was based on a trash can. C-3PO was kind of a human protocol droid, but he was based on, if anybody remembers history of sci-fi movies, he was based on a robot, the very first one ever conceived, from the 1926 movie Metropolis. It looks just like the character. And I don't have any reference pictures of it. You can always look them up. I actually watched the movie once. It was rather fascinating. I'll bring up the 3PO that I have, that you can see the differences here. This is the one VOTC figure that I showcased. The one that's dirty with the nice looking packaging. I have another one here because I like when he's shiny. This is the one from Return of the Jedi, and it's one where he's on Endor. Where the Ewoks thought he was a god, so they put him on this little throne. The R2-D2, they made, okay, 3PO does look different, as you can see. A lot of differences in the way he looks. He's much friendlier looking here, and then they look. R2-D2 wasn't a lot different, but there are subtle changes in the body. For one thing, the arms that come out of the head, as you can see there, disappeared, and they have arms that can come out of the chest, although this figure doesn't show that. The original concept, a little rougher looking and wider, squatter looking. He's kind of cute now, actually, a little slimmer looking. Okay, that takes care of these guys. I also have a box set that I kept because it's the only set I have that has George Lucas's family as the characters that they had from Episode 3. This is the Lucas Collector set. It has George Lucas and 3 of his relatives. I don't remember. I think the little boy is his son. His name is Zet Jukasa. He was a Jedi Padawan who fought in Episode 3 against clone troopers when they turned because of Order 66. George Lucas himself played a character named Baron Papanoida. You only saw him briefly in there. And the other two, I think, were a niece and a daughter. Tara Tanil and Chi Ikwe. I think the three of them, I think they showed up in one scene where they were at an opera, where Palpatine and Anakin were talking together, but I don't remember offhand where they were at. I got this pretty cheap. I've seen it go for as much as $30 through different places. I got it for $10 on sale, so I had to grab it. I am kind of wrapping up my collection, like I said, but I thought I'd showcase these figures. I mostly focused on these little 3-inch action figures, starting back from the late 70s. I ended up starting to collect some of the play sets and the vehicles, and because of lack of finances, I just can't keep up with the vehicles anymore, so I sold a lot of them off, and I replaced a lot of the vehicles with tiny little die-cast vehicles, which I could showcase later if anybody would be interested. I may go ahead and showcase those. I've got a whole bunch of them. They average about $10 a piece, so they're a lot cheaper. I guess also an update on my love life. My girlfriend broke up with me, so I haven't talked to her lately, so I'm not sure what happened there. I suspect, I guess, some suspicions, but I'm not going to share any of that. This is Wario7793. I'm going to go and wrap up. I'll try to make some more videos and showcase some more stuff out of my collection than what I've kept. Got some nice pictures here. Okay, well, take care and thanks for watching.